Welcome Chief Scientific Advisor Tracy Gibbs.
Wow. How am I supposed to follow that? I do want to start off by personally thanking Dallin Larson, Daniel Piku, and Dan Zhu, and Carrie, for giving me this opportunity to use the talents and gifts that I've been given to bring about these products, to have this opportunity to present to you today, and thank my God for giving me these gifts and talents. I've been in this industry for a long time, not the network marketing industry, the formulating industry, okay? For 23 some odd years now. And there comes a point in your life where maybe you've experienced this before or not, but where all the knowledge and experiences, good and bad, that you've been given kind of come to a culmination, come to a point where you're able to use those skills to accomplish something great. And I think we've done that in these products. And again, I want to thank the owners of Vasayo for allowing me to use my talents, not handcuffing me, not telling me what ingredients we can or can't use, or worrying about price points or things like that, but to be able to really, truly have amazing products that will change your life. So thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Dan, Carrie. Thank you, Dallin Larson. So let's get started. Got some amazing products to introduce to you. Some of you have already experienced it. For those of you who haven't, I can't wait. I can't wait to share this with you. I can't wait for you guys to feel the difference and finally experience this. Let's start with MicroLife V3. V3 was kind of our answer to energy. When I look at energy, when you think about energy, what is it? It means different things for different people. So I tried to think about, okay, what do I want? What do other people need when they're looking at, hey, how can I invigorate my life? I don't like caffeine, you guys. I don't do Red Bulls. I don't do energy drinks. I've never done those things before. I usually, get my energy just from Whole Foods, trying to be fit. I wish I could say I exercise a lot. I don't. I should more. But when I do exercise, man, I get those drop down, crash moments where you just want to go to bed and not do anything. So how do I give an energy boost without the jitters, without that caffeine high and that drop and things like that? So V3, I wanted to focus not just on boosting, energy, so I'd be running around, like a wild man, but I wanted to focus on vibrance, clarity, hydration. Because, when you're dehydrated, who gets those dehydrated headaches sometimes where you got to drink water because your head's pounding, you feel, poor circulation. And then I wanted to focus on mood, just that general feel-good feeling. So I'm going to introduce to you the key ingredients that we chose for this product. First of all, for hydration, my wife and I, we drink coconut water. We love coconut water. Yeah, it's more expensive and things like that, but you feel great. In fact, it's the closest thing to human plasma out there. When I was doing some survival training, I found out that the Australian Special Forces actually can use coconut water as an IV if they're out in the jungles. And they learned this in World War II, by the way, as they were fighting in Guinea and those Pacific Islands. They would actually take, if they didn't have IVs available, they'd plug the tube right into the coconut and put it intravenously for the soldiers that were wounded, because it's that close to human plasma that you can actually use it in an IV. It's full of electrolytes and full of nutrients that replenish and restore and help your body hydrate itself. Then I wanted to look at green tea extract. Not only do you have a great antioxidant in green tea, but you've got caffeine, a natural form of caffeine that enters the body a little bit slower because it's all wrapped up in those green tea leaves. It's not, just some straight white powder that shoots right into your bloodstream. The green tea we use is about 50% caffeine alkaloids. So it's pretty high up there in the green. with our green tea. But it also contains the ECGCs, those antioxidants that, again, protect your body from free radical damage. Combine that with theobromine. How many people have heard of theobromine before? I know some of you have, but you all know dark chocolate, right? Who hasn't heard of dark chocolate? Dark chocolate has been known as like a mood enhancer. It's been known as an aphrodisiac. It was used by the Aztecs for endurance and everything. Well, the active phytochemical in that dark chocolate is theobromine. So you've got a substance that's a cousin to caffeine, which is what theobromine is. But again, it doesn't enter the bloodstream rapidly. It enters the bloodstream slowly, and it actually gives you more sustainable energy, about a 5 to 6 hour boost of energy. They call that an AVD ratio. How long does this chemical stay in your bloodstream for before the liver processes it out? Well, theobromine's about 5 to 6 hours. So you get a nice, good, mood enhancing, again, some people have even used dark chocolate as an aphrodisiac, but whatever. It's a mood enhancer that makes you feel good, stays in your bloodstream for 5 or 6 hours before your body processes it out, along with the boost that green tea gives you, along with the hydration from coconut juice, and then we have an adaptogenic herbal blend. And this is, it's not written here, but I'm going to tell you some of those herbs. We use, first of all, Panax ginseng, which is the red ginseng from Korea. Contains 5% ginsenosides, which is really high, by the way. Our source of ginseng is a great source. Ginseng has traditionally been used by both men and women, again, as a mood enhancer, something to give them more vitality, more virility. It's also been known as an aphrodisiac and things like that, but again, I think a lot of that, you know, cultural, historical uses, sometimes it's overrated, so I wouldn't use it for, you know, an aphrodisiac, but it's not supposed to create that, but what ginsenosides do is they actually enhance your mood, give you a general feeling of well-being. And then the second adaptogenic herb we used in here is maca. Has anybody ever tried maca before? A lot of hands. It's a popular herb nowadays. In fact, if you Google maca, you're going to find uses for everything from lupus, multiple sclerosis. A lot of people are using maca just to feel good and for energy, but it's also a hormone stabilizer. Whether you're high or low in testosterone or high or low in estrogen, there's clinical studies on maca that says it balances those hormones. And of course, when our hormones are balanced, we all feel good, right? Yep. Everybody's experienced like those bad hormonal days, I think. So those adaptogenic herbal blends in there, again, are in there to help enhance your mood. So we've got a great combination of ingredients in here for a long, sustainable boost of energy, 5 or 6 hours. So again, using the product once or twice a day. I think once a day for people like me is fine, but man, if you've got a super stressful job, if you're working out, you know, there could be other reasons why you might need it twice a day. Go ahead and use it twice a day. The ingredients are perfectly safe. Let's move on to the next. Oh, so sorry, we got one last here. Natural energy, replenish your body, enhance your mood, and supports the antioxidant activity with the ECGCs found in the green tea. As people are asking you what's the best thing about V3, those 4 things. Those are our unique selling points for this product. V-Slim. This is the one that I'm getting the most questions about. It's the one that people seem to be most excited about. Although I saved my favorite product for last. We're going to talk about the Core Complete in a little bit. But V-Slim, again, we went all out with this product. In fact, for quite some time now, I've been studying our key ingredient in this product, which I'll talk about for a while. We were actually able to speak with the company that produces this and get a worldwide exclusive rights to the use of this product in the network marketing industry. We wanted to call this product a weight management product because that's exactly what it is, you guys. Again, when I was asked to put together a weight management product, actually I think they use the word weight loss, it's like, come on, there's so many reasons why people gain weight. There's so many reasons why people have trouble losing weight. You know, how do you create a product that really will help the masses? It really caused me a lot of of concern. I'm not a fan of formulating weight loss products because I don't believe in a magic pill that you pop and then you're just going to magically lose weight. That doesn't happen. There are people with thyroid issues. There are people who overeat. There are couch potatoes who just won't get up and exercise or do the things that it's necessary to lose weight. And so you have to take all of that into consideration. So when we formulated V-Slim, the biggest concern I had is how can we make an effective product? How can we do that? Well, let's look at the ingredients we've got here. The first major issue, and I believe this is the biggest issue, especially in the United States, why people can't lose weight, is we overeat. I've told people before, if you want to lose weight, just use duct tape. That's why I haven't done too many weight loss products in the past. But when I was in India many years ago, I came across an herb called Caralluma fimbriata that the people of India, in northern India, by the way, use in years of famine. If there was ever too many rains that destroyed all their crops, or if there was a drought that wouldn't allow the rice and stuff to grow, they would start eating this. It's from the cacti family, because it would curb their appetite, and it would actually make them feel like they had eaten something so that they wouldn't have the hunger pains. I know it's a sad story, but they would actually resort to this if there was no food. Well, when I thought about what could I use to curb an appetite, my mind immediately went to that cacti. I did some research, and I found that a company called Gencor, again, a very large, well-respected company, had created a patented extract of this cacti and trademarked and patented it. It's called Slimaluma. So that's our first ingredient in this product. Daniel and I were able to negotiate the worldwide exclusivity for this ingredient in the direct sales industry. You guys, it's got 6 safety studies and 2 efficacy studies behind it. It's clinically proven to curb your appetite, to reduce waist circumference. It's an amazing ingredient, you guys. Super excited. Easy to remember, Slimaluma. How can you not remember that name? You don't have to remember Caralluma fimbriata. All right? Second problem with weight loss, metabolic syndrome. Doctors are talking about metabolic syndrome all the time. People just aren't getting up, they're not exercising, they're couch potatoes, or for whatever reason, their metabolism just doesn't activate. It actually happens to most of us as we age. When we hit about age 40, our metabolic enzyme supply starts to drop, and we just don't have the energy that we used to have, which is why it's super hard to get motivated to get out and work out. It's super hard to do anything if you've got metabolic syndrome, or if you're in your 40 years old or older, which a good portion of you in the room are. So we wanted to put some metabolic boosters in this product. Again, not stimulants, but things that have been known to help your body metabolize fats better. And that's where Garcinia comes into play. It's common, you guys can Google it, it's out there, Dr. Oz has talked about it, but it works. There's lots of safety studies as well as clinical studies on this ingredient. After that, we look at insulin regulation. One of the hardest things that type 2 diabetics have is trouble losing weight. In fact, obesity is one of the causes of type 2 diabetes. It goes right back to that metabolic syndrome. If your metabolism isn't high enough to process sugars, those sugars immediately turn into fats in your body. And those stored fats just sit there. They're stored so that your body can use them if you're working out and using your body, but most of us don't do that. You know, we have jobs where we sit behind desks and that fat just continues to accumulate. So making sure that those sugars enter the bloodstream and then are metabolized as energy and not stored as fat is super important, and that's where Gymnema sylvestri comes into play. It helps your body in its insulin regulation or insulin production to where you can metabolize those sugars and convert them into energy instead of being stored in fat. And chromium and vanadium are minerals that are companions to Gymnema as well. So these 3 products combined help regulate our insulin production levels. They have been known and clinically proven to prevent those insulin spikes and drops that happen in diabetics. So again, when you're looking at weight loss, you can't just look at one particular item. It's not just about overeating. It's not about metabolic syndrome. Everybody has their reasons for why they gain weight, and we put all three of those major components in the V-Slim product. We also added, again, the coconut water for hydration, as well as, and I forgot to mention this on the V-Slim, but these are both enzyme delivery systems. So there are actually enzymes in here that help you break down, absorb, and assimilate the nutrients in these products, the ingredients in these products. So again, when we look at the core reasons or benefits of this product, we look at metabolic boosting, curbing the appetite, supporting healthy blood sugar levels, and then hormone stabilization, which is that insulin. Finally, let's talk about my favorite product. I can't have favorites, I guess. I'm supposed to be like non-biased, right? I do love all of our products, but this is the one that I'm super excited. I mentioned earlier how like all of the knowledge that I've gained over the last 23 years can come to a culmination to be put into a product. This is it, you guys, the Core Complete. I don't even know where to begin with this product. It really is amazing. And then the price that Vasayo is offering it at, it's incredible. You know, I've taken $80 multivitamins before. I've taken $120 multivitamins before. None of them have done what Core Complete can do. But I want to start off by introducing to you exactly what is a vitamin. You know, everybody says, well, you need vitamins every day. Well, why? You guys, vitamins are nothing more than the phytochemicals that are found in your food every day. So why do we need to take a vitamin supplement? You've all heard this story before. It's because, number one, none of us eat the way we should eat, right? Who here has had their 5 servings of fruits just for breakfast? Any vegetables? Who had at least 2 servings of vegetables for breakfast? There's like 0 hands up. This is why you need to take a multivitamin, okay? Because the phytochemicals in the dark green leafies and the colors and everything that you're supposed to be eating every day, we don't eat every day. And even if you did eat them, you guys, they might have been shipped here from Panama, Costa Rica, Philippines. They might have been grown in soil that's depleted from minerals. If you don't have the minerals in the soil, the plants aren't healthy enough to produce the phytochemicals that feed your body. I've tried it, trust me. I was a whole foodist. I believed that if I just ate right, I'd have all the nutrients I needed. Well, that worked in my 20s. Once I hit my late 20s, I felt low energy. I started getting this thinning problem up here that you're seeing, okay? That's lack of nutrition. We need these vitamins in our food, and they're just not there anymore. Phytochemicals is a word I want you guys to Google. It's super important. When a phytochemical has been proven to be essential for life, it gets vitamin status. Like just recently, I shouldn't say recently, it was like 5 years ago, who here has heard of vitamin P? Citrus bioflavonoids. Have you heard of that one? Bioflavonoids? Bioflavonoids have recently been proven to be essential for life, and so they're called vitamin P now. Someday I think coenzyme Q10 might be considered a vitamin because it's essential for life. We just haven't figured out why. Science doesn't know why yet, and so it hasn't been given vitamin status. But all vitamins are phytochemicals that have been proven to be essential for life, meaning you can't live without them. But science over the last 70 years has distorted a lot of the vitamins that we get from food. They believe that, hey, if I can synthetically extract something, then if somebody's deficient in one particular vitamin, I can just give them that vitamin. It doesn't work that way, you guys. And they're not the same. Look at some of the chemical distortions, and many of you guys will recognize these words. Folate, that's found in your dark green leafy vegetables, people call folic acid nowadays. Folic acid, you guys, is the synthetic extract. It's one thing, it's acidic, that's why it's called an acid. It's not natural, and yet it's in every multivitamin out there. Folate is what your body needs. Thiamine, is that vitamin B1 that comes from the wheat germ in your grains, not thiamine monohydrate. Riboflavin, again, a very important phytochemical found in our foods. It's vitamin B2, and yet the chemical distortion, riboflavin-5 phosphate. Does that sound like a lab project or what? Everybody knows ascorbic acid, right? That's vitamin C. No, it's not. Calcium ascorbate is a derivative of vitamin C. They take sulfuric acid, burn off all the calcium, and you're left with the ascorbate salt, which we call ascorbic acid. It's a completely man-made process. Bioflavonoids are where the ascorbates come from. That's true vitamin C, not ascorbic acid. In fact, there's studies that show if you just take ascorbic acid, remember those like 1,000 milligram wafers? My grandma used to give me those when I was a kid. 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C that was ascorbic acid. They've proven that taking that much vitamin C a day can actually cause osteoporosis over a long period of time because it wants to bond with calcium again, so it steals it from your bones. You need the natural forms of these vitamins. There is a difference. Here's thiamine versus thiamine HCl. I don't expect you guys to read these, but if you look closely at them, they are different. Your body recognizes one as a food and doesn't recognize the other. Core Complete, you guys, whole food multi. Okay, there's no such thing as the thiamine HCl tree. The ingredients in Core Complete, you can actually say, they're not chem lab projects, they're foods. The superfoods, we have alfalfa, kale, go-to cola, astragalus. I'm not going to list all these. You can read them. They're up here. They're on your package. You're actually going to be able to read, by the way, your label. How many people have looked at a multivitamin label before and thought, what? I don't know what it is. I guess I'll take it because my doctor told me to. This stuff you'll know and you'll recognize. Plant trace minerals. You know, your body needs over 72 trace minerals every day just to function. And I'll tell you, most of you guys are thinking, well, I'm here, I'm sitting here, I'm functioning, and I didn't get my trace minerals. No, you're not functioning, okay? It is a huge difference when your body is functioning optimally. You are alert. You're alive. Your body is creating all the hormones it needs, all the necessary metabolic enzymes to perform all the functions of your body are when they're active because of these trace minerals, you feel a difference. A lot of people tell me, hey, look, I take a multivitamin, I don't feel a difference. You know, it's one of those products that traditionally you take thinking that, hey, if I die at 60, I guess it didn't work. If I die at 90, I guess they worked, right? That's the only way you know if your multivitamin's working or not. Core Complete is not that product. When you're hungry and you haven't eaten a meal, you don't feel very good, do you? And then as soon as you eat a meal, you feel better. Core Complete is like that. When your body's not functioning properly, you may not really know it because there might just be something missing. When you take Core Complete, you feel the difference with this product, and it's mostly because of the plant-based trace minerals we have in there. We've got over 56 different trace minerals in this product. Omega fatty acids. This is the #2 best-selling category in the dietary supplement industry, you guys, your omegas. A lot of people are on them. You can get great big bottles of them at your, Costco and Sam's Club and things like that. And what they look like is just like the picture that we see right up here on the screen. They're gold and pretty and like shiny and things like that. That's a CO2 extraction process of omega-3. It is not whole food. It is not natural. Nowhere in the world can you find omega-3 all by itself. Again, is there such thing as omega-3 tree and omega-3 fish? If anybody's seen an omega-3 fish swimming around, it looks like one of these capsules. No. It's because omega fatty acids are just that. They're omega fatty acids. There are a lot of them. There's omega-3, there's omega-5, omega-6, omega-7, omega-9. They even go all the way up to 13. And just like an orange, when you eat an orange, you're not just eating vitamin C, okay? There's a lot of other things in that orange. Well, In fish oil, it's the same way. Now, in a salmon, when salmon spawn, they turn this beautiful bright red color. That red color is found naturally in only a couple other places on Earth. You find it in red algae, and you can find it in krill as well. That red is called astaxanthin, and it's a very powerful antioxidant that keeps the oil from going rancid, but it also works as an antioxidant in your body too. Our omega fatty acid comes direct from Norway, from a company that actually harvests the salmon wild in their own fjord. They own this 5,000-acre fjord next to a river, and the salmon come spawning up this river every year. Right after they've spawned, this company harvests the salmon, and it goes from swimming salmon to a capsulized version of the oil in 24 hours. It is 100% cold pressed, 100% natural fish oil containing omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, and astaxanthin. Nowhere else can you find this, guys. It's an amazing product, and it's in our ingredients. Probiotics. We've got 3 strains of probiotics. There are literally dozens and dozens of strains in your intestinal tract, but there are 3 strains in general that are affected by the myriad of antibiotics that we put in our foods and that we take in our prescription drugs. These are the 3 that you need to supplement with on a fairly regular basis. I understand that there are many people who maybe have never taken a probiotic before. You're missing out. With Core Complete, you won't be missing out anymore. This is something that we really, there's clinical studies, by the way, on boosting immune system, on allergy prevention, ADHD and ADD in children. There's studies linking a lack of probiotics to those symptoms. It's in the Core Complete. Enzymes. Enzymes are a rapidly growing category in the dietary supplement industry, and it's simply because we need them. After about age 28, your body's metabolic enzyme and digestive enzyme supply starts to deplete, and it depletes rapidly. In fact, many of you maybe experienced this before. Who here in their 20s could eat anything they want, as much as they wanted, and they never gained weight? It's because you had tons of digestive enzymes. Your body could process anything and everything you ate. But as that enzyme supply starts to decrease, now you're at 40, 45, and man, you really have to watch what you eat, because if you have that second serving of the cheesecake, you feel it the next day. Or you start getting heartburn, or you get bloated, gas. These are all symptoms of low enzyme supply. And people are feeling that nowadays, and the enzyme market's booming. Just by telling people that Core Complete has a complete spread of the digestive enzymes in it, you guys are going to sell a lot of this product. I mean, think about it. A good enzyme all by itself, you guys, is a $40 product. And we've got a good supply, and I know enzymes. I've been manufacturing them for 23 years. There's a good supply of enzymes in this product. Protease for digesting proteins, lipase for digesting fats. We have lactase in here, guys, for those who are lactose intolerant. Lactase enzyme is in here to help you process those dairy foods, dairy sugars. All right? Sucrase. You want to sneak in a candy bar every once in a while that's full of sucrose? There's sucrase in here to help you process that, okay? Enzymes are amazing. I could talk for an hour on enzymes, and I'm running out of time. Core Complete, vitamins, minerals, superfoods, phytonutrients, probiotics, omega fatty acids, enzymes, it's in there. If you guys went out and bought a multivitamin all by itself, you could get a cheap multi that's synthetic, not whole food, for 20 bucks. You go get a whole food multivitamin. They're out there. There's a couple of good quality companies have whole food multis. Guys, they're 80 bucks. A good one between $60 and $80 for a whole food multi. Combine that with superfoods. If you went out and bought those super berry blends and things, they're $20 products. Phytonutrients, depending on the phytonutrient, like coenzyme Q10, that's usually a $20 to $30 product all by itself. Trace mineral drinks, they're out there. They're $15, $20. Probiotics, $25. Essential fatty acids, you can get cheap ones, omega-3 only, for what? $15 at Costco or something, but when you add all those other omegas with astaxanthin, you're at a $40 or $50 product. Enzymes all by itself, 40 bucks. Add all that up, guys, that's close to $300. Okay? You've got an amazing product in here at a price that nobody can beat. Let's get back to this chart. You can't beat it. We've taken some of the biggest brands and put them on this chart. And I could have gone on and on and on and on. We had to limit, because you're not going to be able to read anything smaller in this, but we had to limit the amount of companies we had to put on this chart. But they all would have been no, 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 no. Because they're really a good multivitamin, is super rare to find out there. And again, we held nothing back with this ingredient. In fact, the omega fatty acids got slipped in there just at the last minute. Dallin was like, where's our omegas? I don't want people to have to go buy a good multivitamin and then have to go search for their omega. It's got to be in there. Well, we put it in there, and we're able to tack on one more category here. Can't say enough about this product. Literally, the trainings I could do on this product could last for hours and hours. Just talking about trace minerals will be an hour. Omega fatty acids, another hour, all right? We've run out of time, but again, love these products. Share them. They will change your life. Thank you very much.